Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's stream. My name is Kes, and here is
Antonio.
So, tonight's topic is childlike spontaneity. But before we dive into it, I would like to quickly talk about Sahaja Yoga meditation technique to the ones especially that are joining for the very first time. So, this lady over here, she's Srimataji Nirmala Devi, and she's essentially the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation. She established Sahaja Yoga meditation in 1970, and since then she's been spreading it worldwide, traveling all around the world. She's visited almost 150 countries, and all of her methods and public programs and knowledge that's been passed down to us has always been free. She has never demanded any money for it. Therefore, our programs and meditations as well as streams are always free of charge. Unfortunately, she passed away already, but her legacy lives to this day. We've been spreading her meditation technique through music, through arts, and of course through meditation. So the main premise of Sahaja Yoga meditation is spontaneous union with collective consciousness, you could say, or with yourself. Sahaja Yoga is a Sanskrit term. And we do this through tapping into the present moment by essentially balancing our past as well as our future. And then once we tap into this channel of presence, this energy channel of presence of now, we are able to experience the state of consciousness that is known as thoughtless awareness. So in that moment when we really reach this state, we have zero thoughts. In the beginning it might be quite difficult to achieve, of course, but it goes step by step. So first you might feel the gap between one and the other thought prolonging, and until you can sustain this state for the whole day, hopefully. So this meditation, essentially, it's not just a meditation, but it's more like a state. So if you can tap into the state spontaneously at any given time of the day. And this meditation technique, Sahaja Yoga, also introduces the subtle body that is placed within us. So there are three main energy channels, as I have briefly mentioned already. There is the left energy channel on the left side of our body, and then it crosses here at the forehead, at the level of our forehead, and turns to the right side of our brain. And by the same token, we have the right energy channel, which corresponds to the right side of our body and also crosses here, and here goes up to the left side of our brain. And finally, we have the central channel, which is placed along our spine, vertically, all the way straight up. And you might be wondering, what does it mean? What is the left energy channel and what is the right energy channel? So in very basic terms, the left energy channel corresponds our emotional activity, our potential energy. It's in charge of all the past that's already taken place, whereas the right energy channel is the opposite, and therefore it represents all the futuristic behavior or kinetic energy, planning, organizing, and such. So that's a brief introduction, and I would like to move on to tonight's topic, which is childlike spontaneity. So it's quite obvious what spontaneity is. We might experience it in our daily lives in different forms. And it's worth mentioning that spontaneity is one of the main qualities of the very first chakra, Muladhara chakra, which is essentially the root chakra and is placed at the bottom of our subtle system. So exactly on the spot where we're sitting right now, you cannot see it because we're sitting on it. So essentially this chakra, it provides the support for our entire subtle system. And when we have this chakra in order, when it's functioning well, our motherly energy kundalini when it's awakened, it can steadily rise up, all the way up along our spine, penetrating the last chakra, the Sahasrara chakra that is placed on the top of our head. And then we can feel this peaceful, blissful, thoughtless state. So more about childlike spontaneity. This quality is very much visible in children, because children, if you might easily notice from your own experience, they don't really tend to plan that much or think of the past, primarily because they're still fresh to this world. They're children, so they tend to see things for what they are, for their present qualities and characteristics. And in that regard, they tend to make spontaneous decisions. So for example, if a child is hungry, he'll say, "Mom, I'm hungry," or if he cannot speak yet, he'll just start crying for food, for example. And then children also come up with all these beautiful things on the spot, on the go, spontaneously. It can be drawing, or it can be this innocent, sincere behavior. However, on the other hand, as we mature and we grow older, we tend to plan our lives. And this planning, especially here in the West, given our fast-paced lives, may be an obstacle eventually to us, because if we overplan too much, of course, we become anxious. We start worrying about our future, about the outcome of things that haven't really started to take place. So we gravitate towards the right energy channel. However, if we meditate, thanks to Sahaja Yoga meditation technique, we can tap into this quality of spontaneity, and we can become spontaneous again, just like children. And it's worth mentioning that the quality of innocence, the quality of spontaneity, they're never lost. They can be tarnished, they can be covered by our planning behaviors or any other sort of behaviors, but they're never lost. So if you truly desire for these qualities to manifest within you, it can very much happen, so that you become spontaneously, and you start experiencing this childlike state of joy and spontaneity. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the word to Antonio, and he will lead us into further meditation.
Hello everyone, as Kes said, we're going to start the meditation now. So for those who are new, we should, if you can't sit like this on the ground, you can also just sit on a chair, as long as you're comfortable, but also not slouching or leaning too much on a couch, for example, but you should be in an alert position and at the same time relaxed and comfortable. So make sure you place your palms on your lap, and you can close your eyes. And before anything, we have to settle down our attention. And for that, we can simply bring our attention to our breathing. And realize how slowly we start to leave a gap between breathing in and breathing out. And our breathing becomes slower. Now we can place our right hand on the ground or towards the ground. And we're going to bring all our attention into the place where we're sitting right now. A place that's in direct contact with the Mother Earth. Like we said, this first chakra This first center is the very base of our subtle system. It's the root, the foundation. So it's very important that we develop all the qualities These qualities are innocence, wisdom, and what we talked about today, childlike spontaneity. And we may think that we are not innocent or we're not wise people or we have to plan everything and we cannot do anything spontaneously. But that's not true. All these qualities are with us since the very moment we're born. But because of the way that we lead our lives, they go a little bit behind the scenes and hide behind the clouds. But by bringing our attention to this chakra and in a way asking our inner energy to awaken these qualities, we can always bring them back. So let's just sit a little bit with our attention on the place where we're sitting. And to help our attention, we can breathe deeply until the very place where we're sitting, until the bottom of our spine. So we can almost feel the air going down all the way to the bottom of our spine. And inside we can ask this motherly energy that in Indian culture is called Kundalini. So we're just gonna call her Mother Kundalini. Mother Kundalini, please awaken within me my spontaneity. Please awaken within me the qualities of this center. Please may I have this childlike spontaneity, this childlike innocence and wisdom. Please awaken this childlike spontaneity within me. Let's really try to feel this center, this contact with the Mother Earth. Now, many times our innocence, these beautiful qualities, are covered up because we get so stuck in our thoughts and in taking care of our bodies and in our emotions, and we really indulge into this a lot. So all we need to do is, in a way, go beyond all these things. So we can simply place our right hand on our heart. And inside we can say, I am much more than just my body. I am more than just my thoughts or my emotions. I am the pure spirit. I am more than just my body. I'm more than just my thoughts or my emotions. I am the pure spirit. When this motherly energy that's inside of us is awakened, we can really feel a connection with this deeper self that's within all of us. So, inside, let's try to feel this desire for the Kundalini to rise, to awaken itself and to rise all the way up. Now, another way that we lose spontaneity is by thinking too much. And when we think too much, we never act, or we lose the ability to become spontaneous, to be in the present. Because when we think, we're mostly thinking about what we are going to do, or what we just did, or what just happened. But we're never in the present moment. So let's bring our right hand to the forehead. Inside, we can say, I forgive. I forgive everyone. And I forgive myself. I forgive everyone, including myself. And also, I forgive all these thoughts that are happening to me. Mother Kundalini, please help me to rise beyond all these thoughts that don't allow me to really connect with myself and be in the present. I forgive. Now, very slowly, we're gonna use our right hand to raise our attention and with it our Kundalini energy from the bottom of our spine all the way to the top. And wherever is our hand, we can just very gently just follow with our attention. It doesn't need to go with any effort. Just simply enjoy the hand just moving up and the Kundalini moving with it. We can do this a couple of times. We bring it all the way to the top of our head. And as we do it, let's try to feel this desire to connect with our spirit. Finally, we can massage this fontanelle bone area right at the top of our head. And what we can do is press down with the center of our palm, and we can move the skin in circles in a clockwise direction. So very gently we are allowing ourselves to go beyond any thoughts, any noise that's around or within us. We can allow ourselves to really be in the present. And there cannot be any effort because actually we're not doing anything. Sahaja means spontaneous. So if anything has to happen, it will happen by itself, and we simply need to surrender to it. So we can place our hand down back on our lap. Let's simply stay with our attention up there. If we feel there's any thought coming, better not invite it in for tea, but just say, not now. I'll take care of you later. let's keep this silence for a moment. And if for whatever reason we're struggling with our thoughts, just bring your attention to that gap between breathing in and breathing out. And from there, slowly just bring your attention beyond your head, beyond any thoughts, and allow yourself to be in the present. And while keeping this silence within, you can slowly open your eyes and finish the meditation.
Mhm. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I believe we still have some time, so Antonio and I will answer some questions to the ones that joined us over Zoom. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send them in the Zoom chat, and we'll do our best to provide an answer